we all give consent, right, for recording, right? We agreed. Let me hear one person.
Yes,
Yes, sir. For me.
All right. I'm very sorry. Maybe I can run this again. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's just continue. Sorry about that. For people that did not attend, I promised one of us that the meeting will be recorded. So we have been recording it now. Okay. So professional conduct. We have to maintain high standard of professionalism in every aspect of the project we are doing. So looking at our meal monitoring, evaluation, accountability, and learning professional, these are the ethical issues. Okay. A good male professional does not fabricate data. No matter what, you don't need to fabricate any data.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So
I support the recording.
Okay, thank you so much. We have started already. So even when you go, let's assume you go to a community to collect data, you are doing survey and nobody is responding to you. You call them, they don't come out. You don't go and sit down one place and just be using your Kobo and be taking, writing anything, ticking. No, we don't do that. And good professional does not manipulate findings. Whether the finding is good or not, you don't manipulate it. Then does not hide inconvenient result. Just like I mentioned, when your result is bad, the most important thing is to learn from it, but you don't manipulate it. Okay. Then a good professional does not misuse personal information. Like in that group, I keep on cautioning also that don't. Somebody told me that someone reached out to share their one MTN something to her. I said, please ignore. Okay. So a good professional does not misuse any information of people you got. Okay. Then instead, we report honestly, protect our participants' information. Every evidence we gather, we use them objectively. We use information for what it's being meant for. Don't use it for what you're not collecting it for. Okay. Then every challenges we see, we report them. We are talking about learning. We promote learning. Okay. We support corrective actions. Everything that is not going well, let's just do what, correct it. And this is the question we used to ask. So what will you do if your supervisor asks you to report the results that you knew were inaccurate? Every information we submit can be verified. So if you agree to report something that is inaccurate, somehow, they may find out. And it is you that reported it that will be held responsible, be held accountable, okay? All right, so let's see how we connect this week's phase, the week 2, the project cycle management. We say this is where we ask questions like, how do we manage the project? That is the planning, the implementation, the monitoring, and the evaluation. This is what we do in this phase. Then result-based management. What results are we trying to achieve? What are those things that we want to achieve? Do we want to train people? Do we want to train nurses? Do we want to train the youth? We ask ourselves what we need to achieve here. Then stakeholder analysis. Who do we need to involve in this project? Remember, every project have project beneficiaries. I spoke much about development actors last time. These are the partners to think about it and bring them on board. Local authorities, vigilante, civilian JTF, all those people that you know that can support your project. Then also go to safeguarding. Are people included? Are they protected? All those people included in this project, are they protected? Are they treated equitably? Do you have inclusivity in selecting the beneficiaries or participants? Are you fair in providing them support to them? Are you fair? Okay, these are the things we look at. Then everything boils out to our professional ethics. Are we doing the work responsibly with integrity? Are we accountable to our beneficiaries? Are we transparent enough? Are we honest? Are we protecting the data of our personal data of our beneficiaries? This is how it is connected. Okay. So before I give you the mic, as we used to do, let's just look at the summary of our phase one. Phase one is foundations of development programming. And the area we looked at our first week is that we understood what development is all about. We looked at the sustainable development goals. We looked at development actors, then the humanitarian development and peace building nexus. We look at build. Sorry, can't hear me? Hello?
We are hearing you.
Yes, I am here.
All right. Okay, thank you. Then project cycle management, so we just finished this week, result-based management, stakeholder analysis, gender equality, social inclusion, safeguarding and professional ethics in development practice. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing. Okay, let's just look at what we need to talk about first. We are going to look at the lessons from the week one, week two, and week one, that is phase one in general. I want to hear from you. How will you apply the knowledge you have gotten? If we have issues, questions that we need to address, we'll look at it. Then also, I'm going to have a brief evaluation of phase one. I want to understand what worked well, what we did not do well, what did not work well, so that we can address them. Also, the session delivery. Someone told me that the 2 weeks is too long, that we do everything 1 week. I told the person that I'm going to bring it to this meeting so that we'll look at it, because I know for us to understand what we are doing, there's no need to rushing. But I want to hear from you when I give you the mic so that we can now agree. And also we look at phase one posters. I hope everybody have done their posters. Even when this meeting is going on, someone submitted. Okay, then we said that for you to pass, you have 70% and above. Before the meeting, I did analysis of the people that responded. Over 87 people got, 70% and above. So you guys, I was so happy, because sometimes when you do post-test, maybe 70%, 70% or 80% of people you are training got above 80% in pre-test. Then after post-test, people score 60. It is very painful. It looks as if you wasted people's time. It looks as if people did not learn anything. But I assure you that the first pre-test, the average of everyone was 58. Some people got like 90 individually, but the average was 58%. But now already having an average of 82, 84%. So you guys, I'm so proud of you. Then we're going to talk about the certificates. Then briefly look at phase two, that is project design and the resource mobilization. Okay, so at this point, I think I will stop sharing so I can hear from you very well. Thank you, and over.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Good. All right.
Thank you.
So the mic is yours.
Yes.
Let me hear from you first. The lessons we learned, so you can use the mic. I do not want to lock everybody and be giving people chance one by one, so I just allowed it. If you raise a hand, I can call you. So, Mighty Evans, the floor is yours.
Okay, sir. I have a question.
Thank you. Go ahead.
The question I have is that about the assignment we have been doing. So I don't know. There have not been response. So I don't know whether we are doing it right or not. That was the question I was trying to ask. And about
Yes.
the stakeholder analysis too, I just need another explanation small, because it's just not that you are explaining it and I'm trying to understand, but I've not fully understood what you said.
Okay.
Yes.
Number one is the assignment. Yes, we are reaching out to people that did not do it well. So if I have reached out to you, I used to apologize and tell them to do it again, give them recommendations on how to do it well. So if they don't get back to you, it means what you submitted is okay. But some people will still come individually to say, please share my own experience, because we are many. We are going through them, but we can't reply to everybody one after the other. But if we see people that did not do well, we reach out to them. I've reached out to more than 15 people, and some have returned back, some have done it, and some resubmit again. So, but the point I'm trying to make there is keep these documents. Don't throw it away. Keep it. Whatever notes you
Okay.
take in this meeting, keep it. The assignment I've given you, keep it. Okay? Yeah. One
Okay.
person left the meeting today. Before he left, so he called me that he feels that he's wasting his time here because he has a cosmetics shop he's managing, that he may not be able to do this. So I told him anyway, no problem. But for us that are here, I said I would say it in this place. Even if you have your business you are doing, this knowledge will help you in one way or the other. I will share this experience. There was a time I was driving home. I passed my village hall. I saw people gathered there. Yeah, I'm seeing you, Isaiah. I'll call you. So I saw people gathering there. So I parked and I branched. And lo and behold, it was the local government chairman that was there. He was promising my people that I'll build road for you, the road that goes to our river that nobody goes there because we already have borehole. And people were clapping. People were clapping. I will build this other road. People were clapping. I was like, so after a while, because of my experience, my development experience, I raised my hand up, please, can I speak? They used that, they know me very well. So they gave me opportunity. And I begged the chairman. I said, Chairman, please, in my community, we have 6 villages. 4 villages have borehole. 2 villages don't have borehole. So I told the man, the money you want to use and do that road, he enumerated like 4 roads. I said, please just use money for one road and give borehole to the other 2 villages and leave the road because nobody goes to that river again. If you see the kind of applause, everybody was clapping, and the chairman was not happy with me because he just want to promise them nonsense and get out. So the point I'm trying to make is this knowledge, even when you have your business you are doing, believe you me, this knowledge, you can use it anywhere. You can be in your community and NGO people come to do activities, if they are telling you what they want to do, and with this knowledge, you know that they are not transparent enough, the knowledge will help you to ask them questions. Are we together? So no knowledge is a waste. All right,
Yeah.
so let me address also the stakeholder, you said the stakeholder analysis, Abi. All right,
Yes, sir.
so first of all, what we need to do is you sit down with your team and identify the stakeholders, the people that you feel you can work with. Okay, let's assume now is a health project. Health project, for instance, health workers in the community are key stakeholders. Mothers, nursing mothers are still key stakeholders. Even the children are still key stakeholders. The community leaders, the religious leaders, these are key stakeholders. You identify them. When you identify them, you now try to understand them. Okay, these key stakeholders, what are the roles that they will play? For health workers, we know that health workers will be the one that will be administering drugs, they'll be giving drugs and all that. These are very key. Okay. Then the village heads, their own is to help you in creating awareness so that people can support the project. Like there's a experience that was given the other time that there is no way they can penetrate the women and the project is failing, which I told them that I responded that because there was no community engagement. So you identify all these key people, then you now assess their influence. Okay, what can the religious leaders do in this project? You identify it. What can the mothers do. These are the ones that will be attending for medical checkup, for antenatal and all that. So once you identify all these ones, security people, excuse me, if they're not there and the people learn that they drop equipments or health drugs in the hospital, people can go there and vandalize or steal. So security people, they are also very important. So you identify all these people, then you now do what? After identifying and assessing their influence, that is what and what they can do. Which power do they have in the community? Is their power very high? Is their interest very high? You identify them, then you now start the engagement. You engage to them according to their power. You're going to engage them according to their influence. Okay. All right. So I think if you didn't get this, maybe you can read it out. All right. So someone was raising hand before. Mighty, you pull down your hand. Connie. Okay. Mighty, already speaking. Okay,
yes,
go
sir.
ahead.
Yes, sir. I have a question, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah,
Please go ahead.
thank you so much, sir, for this. Thank you so much for this knowledge. And for me, really, I've learned a lot in this training. It has really expanded my understanding on what development work is all about. I've been into development work for some years, but this training really expanded my knowledge and it has really helped me a lot. And I'm very grateful for that. So there's one thing that I want to know. I think in the explanations you gave on the stakeholder analysis, you said it is good for a development worker to always make sure that you are transparent to the stakeholders and let them know everything about the project. So my question is it including finances? Is it okay for you to open up to them to know what money is going to be involved in the project? Is it right for one to do that? That's my question.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And first of all, I want to appreciate you for the commendation. Like I mentioned before when I was explaining, projects have stages, and someone can be perfect in monitoring and well, anyway, meal. Why meal is very nice is a meal. You have to know all this. But some accountants can be good in their finance, but they don't know anything about stakeholder engagement. So people can be a good trainer, but they don't know anything about project formation, all those project cycles. So this knowledge will, once we are done, you'll be experts. You'll be applying for program manager positions. All right. So in terms of the transparency I'm talking about, if you recall when I was talking about reports or information we share, I mentioned that there are information that is meant for internal. There are information that is meant for the donor. There is information that is meant for the beneficiaries. There are also information that is meant for the stakeholders. So in terms of finance is between you and the donor. Okay? That is how you do your finance, how you do your retirement and everything is between you and your donor. But the finance aspects of, maybe say the beneficiaries' benefits, what beneficiaries are entitled to, they should be aware of that. Are we together? But you cannot come to a stakeholder and be telling them salary of your project manager, salary of your MIA officer, salary of your accountant. But in terms of things that concerns them, for instance, how much that is being budgeted for each beneficiaries. Every beneficiary you train is supposed to get 1,000 euros, $1,000. They should be aware of that, but not entirety about your finance. Yes. Did you get what I mean?
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yes, I got it. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Yeah, is it Connie? Connie, please pardon me if I didn't pronounce it well.
Yes, sir. I'm the one that asked the question now. Yes, I'm okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. The Mighty, your mic has been on. Mighty Evans, can we hear you?
Hello, sir.
Okay. Yes. Is it Labra now?
Oh, Yes. Hello,
Okay,
sir.
Labran, please go ahead.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please go ahead. I can hear you. I don't know for others, but I can hear you clearly, Labran.
Anyway, you are talking with Aliu Adamu Jawa.
Okay, Aliu. All right, Aliu, go ahead. You muted again.
Anyway, sir, we have had a lot of knowledge that at least if you are not opportune to be in this platform, you will never get it. So you have been talking a lot, and at least I have acquired a lot of things. But I was once a military officer.
A mill officer,
Hello,
right?
sir?
Yes. You say I once say what?
Okay, yeah, I was once a mill monitoring and evaluation as system consultancy, even though it is on health.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I've seen so many things. We have been seeing problem. We have been doing the bottleneck analysis. We have been finding the solution, seeing it. But on my own experience, I found out that most of the problem it is from HTR, hard to reach area. Okay, so the hard to reach area have performed solutions, so several of solutions to them. But what aspect I have seen one aspect of life that kept them unsolvable because of the network issues.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you find out that sometimes that you find out that we need a prompt report. Understand? We will do as much as we can do. We can design some Google Forms and tell them that if you get the data, just go to where there is network and handle it. But we will come and find out that before at the end of the day, we cannot get that exactly report. Yeah, and let me just give you an example with an immunization. You'll find out that.
So just try to be brief, okay? Because others are raising their hands, so. But I'm with you.
Okay, sir. So I've tried. I've seen so many things. The analysis are good. Everything is good. Then now I just want you now to just explain to us if we have this kind of condition, is there any alternative way you have apart from what I have experienced trying to make the thing look good? You know, I like research because I know that I'm very good in Excel, Stata, SPSS, and we can design some tables like using Power BI, so many things, a dashboard that at least they can
okay, so Ali, let me cut you short and ask you a question. So you mentioned that those hard to reach areas, when they submit a report, is not always accurate or is not good. So I want to ask you, did you provide training to them?
Yes, sir. We have provided training. What they normally do is that since the report is not complete, some of them are on the top of the mountain. So since the report is not complete for them just to achieve a target of a day, the ones down, you understand, the one that they can access, they will just carry their report and send it for us. And which is that day is not the complete report. That's the problem.
All right, so all right. So I'm going to tell you something. In this experience you have given, this is something that you mentioned it in a meeting, in the project meeting, and those hard to reach areas should be given more priority in terms of budgeting. So if you are giving let me say numerators, for instance, in areas that people can reach, 5,000 for instance, those areas you have to give them 10,000 for. Let's assume we are giving data for 2,000, data for 5,000. Those areas you have to do or prioritize them because of the challenges they have. So luckily enough, you are aware that they have challenges there. You know, so even if the budget you have is equal to everywhere, this is where MIL comes in with learning now with what you have learned from the field. To write a report,
Yes, sir.
you inform the donor that this particular area, their budget has to increase. You understand? And
Yes, sir.
in the course of this training, I'm still going to take you through where every project staff is key. You understand? So
Yes, sir.
finance, sometimes finance people usually do that, feel as if they are separate, but for you to achieve a very good development programming, everybody needs to be involved. So if finance is there when you are giving them this report about this how to reach, it should be easy for you to make plans for them. I assure you that if you
Okay,
take
sir.
care of them, provide mentoring, provide training to them, they should be able to do what? Do fantastically. Once they know that you identify their challenge, they're on top of mountain, they cannot come down, they need to, maybe that is where they're hiding because of the challenges. Once you take
Yes,
care
sir.
of them, they will provide the accurate reports for you. That is where there is every
Mostly
budget,
from the local government
every
to
budget
their own
that
side.
yes,
You will
every
find
budget
it is
has
12,000.
I don't want to call it miscellaneous. Yeah, I get you. So just with this, once you identify them, you take proper care of them, give them more
Okay,
attention,
sir.
give them more mentoring. If you train the enumerators, all those ones from those areas, you take proper care of them. They should be able
Okay,
to
sir.
produce whatever you want. Don't treat them equally with others.
Okay, sir.
Identify their challenge and work with them separately to get a result. Thank you so much. I have some comments in the chat. I will address them later. Please just bear with us. So,
Okay,
Precious,
sir.
before I go to Perpetua. Thank you, Aliyu. Over to
Sir.
you,
Thank you, sir.
Precious. Labran, I don't know. I think your network is not strong. So, Precious, let's
Yes,
hear
sir.
you.
Okay, good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening.
Okay, so thank you once again for the training and the capacity building. So, sir, my own is I want to ask, I know that these things we are saying is good that the way we are talking it, but I think when we come practical, it's not always that way. So I don't know whether it's because maybe the people up there don't want to abide by, let's say, like maybe the ethics or something. So because most times you see we are trying to report, you want to report everything. They are always thinking you meet your target, this target things and all that. And then you see somebody go to the field and the person is reporting the actual thing, and then they start bombarding you in meetings. Your target, you're going low, your state is not doing well, blah, 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 blah. Everybody is talking about it and all that. And then you see people start compromising. How do we draw that balance? Is it that the donor that has the issues, or is it we here, the NGOs here in Nigeria, that are having the problem, that are making people to falsify maybe results and all that? But when you come to this target thing, people will just tell you how to just get it, and so that you don't have issues. And people are also scared of losing their jobs, because sometimes they say, oh, you're not doing what you're doing, before you know, especially if somebody is a contract staff and all those kind of things, before you know, they are downsizing, they are removing you because you're not doing well. So how do we balance that? Because talking about it here, it looks as if it's that easy, but when you get into the real world, you see that these things, people have to just compromise because of this. So how do we balance that?
I
Thank
am
you.
going to ask you, thank you. I'm going to ask you a question before I respond. So the kind of data you collect, is it field data to random data collection or to beneficiaries? People that have benefited from your projects.
Let's say your HIV data, so you have to do testing, you have your number of positive that you should bring in and all those things like that. So, and then you're always bombarding on your this thing is low, this is low, you're not getting clients are not coming in and all those things. So that's the kind of data we collect.
Okay, so maybe so maybe you have to manufacture HIV people that are infected to come to the clinic. All these things are so all these things are I don't want to say that they don't know what they're doing. Everybody knows what they're doing, but the point is that You don't need to, a good professional does not manufacture anything. Okay? Because look, every data you are collecting, for instance, let's assume is health data from the hospital. The register should have contact numbers. The register should have address of those people that are attending the clinic. So if eventually someone wants to do DQA, data quality assessment, and goes there and do random calls, we used to do that, and all the people we call, their numbers, because if you want to falsify data, you falsify phone number. Because I've called one number in Adamawa, and the person was in Lagos. I was, which area in Adamawa are you? He said, Adamawa. I've not been to Adamawa in my life. All my life I've been in Lagos. You know, so and this is a pointer that something has happened. Although people can say that maybe MTN or network has sold the number and all that, but how many number would they sell? So this professional ethics, everybody should be aware, and people should not compromise for anything. People should not compromise for anything. It's just the challenge we are having in this our area. Let me say Africa or Nigeria. I've been in a project that people have a beneficiary targets to reach in a month, 70, 80. But where they're bringing the funds from, beneficiary they manage in a year is like 3 or 4. Because for you to provide adequate, sustainable integration for a beneficiary, you have to take proper care of that person. You don't do one-off. You do a follow-up, you call, you mentor and all that. But here, because we are begging for funds, we have to do whatever we're asked to do. And one of the projects I worked on is a reproductive health project where we go to the clinics to get the number of people that carry out abortion and all that, and we have a huge target of so many numbers. You know, so I that one that was like, how are you going to get this huge number? You know, I started asking questions. And the targets were changed. You know, because I think that is not feasible, and a lot of things. So one, this professional ethics is key. You know, so you maintain it, please. You maintain it, and if they ask you to go because you are maintaining your professionalism, the same people will still call you back when they need it, when they have a project that they need capacity. Yeah? But let's leave it here. I understand everything you mentioned. So thank you.
Nice response.
So Perpetua before Blessing, Odesheyi, Blessing. Perpetua, can we hear you? Okay, Perpetua is not around. You know,
Good
please
evening,
don't sleep.
sir.
Good evening. You know, this time is the time that the body will get soft and people will be sleeping. You know, so maybe when we'll be
Good
discussing
evening,
about next step, we agree whether this time is okay or we'll move it daytime and all that. But I think you go ahead.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good
I
evening.
want to sincerely say thank you for the opportunity. So far, we've learned a lot. So my question is concerning this project cycle management. You know, there are 6 stages in this particular phase. So in the course of when you've done your identification, your formation, and your appraisal, what if along the way in the process of implementing it and something should go wrong, the implementation doesn't go well? Are you going to cancel the project? Are you going to cancel the project, or you look for a way to fix it?
All right, so thank you. That is why I gave you the scale of meal: monitoring, evaluation, accountability, and learning. So in this aspect now, during my discussion, I told you that monitoring is continuous. In every stage you do monitoring. So if you do proper monitoring, you should be able to identify those challenges before it goes wrong. But when you relax, everything is working well. You send out, maybe as a manager now, you send out people to go and implement activities. Everything is fine. I have my finance team, I have my trainer, everybody has gone. So if you don't do proper monitoring, that is when you encounter this kind of challenges. But not that you cancel the project. You will not cancel the project, but you spend more money. You understand? You spend more money. For instance, let me just use a training now, for example. I talked about it before, that maybe you want to train 30 people. You did not do follow-up. You send letters to them. They acknowledge that they have received the letter for a meeting you plan in 2 months or even 1 month. So on that very day, you just go and find yourself in the hall and nobody comes. You have paid for food. You have paid for the hall. You have made some expenses and those people did not come. So this is because you did not do monitoring. So monitoring sometimes is not carrying bag and be moving around and be doing monitoring. Spot checks. Okay, this training, there's something we call checklist. You draw checklist. These are the people we're inviting for a training. On the first month, I will do a follow-up. 2 weeks, first month, I'll send letters. I will request for acknowledgement within that month. In 2 weeks' time, I'll send a follow-up. In a week time, I'll do a reminder. 2 days time, I'll follow up again and do a reminder. Are you getting it? So these are monitoring to prepare them to see that the activities is going according to plan. But if you don't do this simple thing I mentioned about, this goes on in every other aspect. If you don't follow it up accordingly, let's assume now you want to buy a computer that you want to donate to beneficiaries or startup kits, anything. You budget for it, you relax. You do not check your work plan because work plan should be able to identify the dates, the months that you want to implement these activities, the quarter you want to implement these activities. So if you don't monitor it, if you don't check your work plan to know when you're supposed to purchase these startup kits, that day will come, people will gather, but your product will not be there. Or maybe when you start late, you can buy fake things. You may not get good products because it's not start early. Are we together? So these are the things I'm talking about. So if you are doing proper monitoring, I know where you have issues. So along the line, if you've encountered any challenge, you do what? To replan. Let me just take this training, for example. If you are following up, maybe 2 days to the day, you called to follow up and they told you that there was crisis within that community, that maybe there was flood or maybe insecurity attack and all that, and everybody is indoor. You still go for that program, you cancel it. So these are proper monitoring in every aspect. So if you don't do proper monitoring, you might encounter challenge. Your project will not close, but you spend more money. And when you spend more money above the budget you have for particular activities, you have to do what? The writing to the donors, explaining. You explain tire according to what people used to do. To avoid explaining tire, you have to do your monitoring. So thank you. I don't know if I got you, Petra. Hear what I responded. So let's go to Odeshi lesson. Before Suleiman, I can see you.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please go ahead.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. First of all, appreciate you before I go to my question. Thank you. God bless you, sir.
I have to thank you too because some people
while I was
sleeping in the group.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
While I was trying to work on the workbook, it's our workbook for this week, I realized that the last question that is on the sheet, I found out that the question was saying we should write a a concept of the following. I didn't really understand whether it is brief concepts they wanted to state there, or I don't understand, so I could not attempt that question.
Okay, and my team did not reach out to you.
No, I didn't really.
You didn't get a reply.
Clarification. I didn't request for clarification.
Okay, even some people that did not respond to everything, they reach out to them. All right. Okay, yeah, on is the last question. Let's keep it aside. Once we are done, I will share that template so that everybody will look at it. Okay, just sit
sir.
tight. Yes.
Okay,
Suleiman, before you, Labran, you are back.
Hey, I'm back, sir.
Okay, let me just hear you, Labran, before I go to Suleiman.
Okay, thank you for giving this opportunity. Thank you, sir, for everything. This huge widely wide my head, because there are a lot of things I learned concerning the program. My question is that if I want to establish my own NGO, what did I need to do? That's the question. Number two, the time is okay. I don't know for the rest of the members of the team, but for me, the time is okay, actually, for the phase one. That's it.
Okay, Labran, your question, if you want to start your own NGO, the first thing is
yes,
you have to identify your interests, because there are so many problems, so many development challenges. So first of all is, where do you have interests? You understand, so you can focus your NGO on that. Then the next thing, once you have the idea, you go for registration. Okay, you register first of all, then you continue. So before then, you know your mission and vision, what you want to achieve. These are the preliminary things before you go for registration. Well, first of all, you have to have interest. What challenge you want to address? Because there are so many things, so many issues. Is it on youth? Is it on children? Is it on health? So think about that before you start.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Ali Alhaji, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Hello, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
I want to thank you for your effort. Yes, sir. Mine is a question, sir. I want you to give more light on theory of change, sir, please.
Okay. But they are very speed.
Yes, theory of change.
So theory of change, we're going to discuss that in our phase 2. Okay. So just phase 2 is starting on Monday.
Yes, sir.
Just calm down, because before the theory of change,
sir,
we're going to start with a log frame first. Okay, so we're going to learn that theory of change is a term that everybody is talking about. Before it was not too rampant, but now everybody is saying theory of change. Theory of change is a very simple thing that we're going to look at. But simply, just to brief you about it, is something that will you know what is theory? Something that will show you things you need to do to achieve your desired result. In theory of change, you will see the root causes of the problem. You see the activities you need to do. You see the results. You see the changes that you're envisaging and everything. It's some of a diagram. Let me not bore you with that now. We are getting there gradually. We're getting there.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, there's no hand.
Thank
so
you,
let
sir.
me look at, thank you. No more hand. Let me look at the charts. Somebody wanted to take dinner. I hope you have taken your dinner, Asindi. Okay, Usman, just hold on. We'll come to you. Okay, Cecilia Lomint from Enugu, okay. Yeah, someone said we should share the slide on the WhatsApp group. Yes, we'll do that. I had a case of data collection in Kogi State where community was not interested because of the deceit of past projects. We had to dialogue and reintroduce the project and restart benefits before they agreed to participate. That is the challenge. You know, so many NGOs are causing issues in the communities, you know, because some are just interested in what they will gain. They are not taking the beneficiaries as the key stakeholders. And what they usually do is to block other genuine NGOs when they come. So it's a challenge. So I thank God you did a dialogue and started a project again. So just keep it up. This thing we are doing here, like I mentioned, you may not even need it this year or next year, but when it will come, you may not know. Then also, I did log frame training with someone, or should I say result-based management training, where we talked about input, output, outcome, and impact. And one of my participants went for an interview, MI interview with USAID. This guy told me that every question they were asking him, he was tying it to the log frame, input, output, outcome, and impact. He was just using explaining it in different ways, you know. And he said he was surprised to got the job. He told me, called me from there that as he was explaining, he was all looking at my face, the way I smile. I don't even know I used to smile like that. You know, he was not answering. And so the point I'm making is this information we are passing here. Let me do a research. Go online, ask for project development training online, ask for WhatsApp. WhatsApp is a huge platform that so many people are doing training. Just Google, ask how much they used to do the training. Then when we have our next meeting, you tell me or you put it in the chat. I'll put the question in the chat. You know, like I told you, as a MIA person, it gives me joy to share knowledge. And I know what it took me to convince the management of King City Initiative for Integrated Development. This thing lasted for like 1 month communication. And it was like when it's like I'm going to resign. That was when they said no. You know, come and do it. Because one, we have a lot of youths that need to get capacity. Let me tell you, I did one MIA training for people. Do you know the simple explanation I use? I never knew that they are low average people. I was giving terms, outcome, impact. They don't hear anything. So the only thing they understood was the example I gave. You are going to the market to buy something. You went there without holding anything. You go down, you forgot to use the money. Maybe you needed tomatoes, you needed onions, and you went down, you bought other things. When you come back home, you find out that you did not find all these things. You document it. Then tomorrow, when you want to go to the market, because of that experience, you carry a paper and you are buying, you are taking it. This is called MIA. In aspect of our life, you are having issues with your boyfriend. Let me digress a bit. Every time you're having one challenge, every time you're having the same thing, or your boyfriend or your girlfriend is telling you are repeating this thing again, is because you don't have this MIA skill to document that particular thing that is causing challenge. Are we together? So MIA is part of life. Everything we do is part of life. You go to mosque late, you go to church late because you are not careful about the time for your prayers. If you used to forget, you can set your alarm clock to remind you. These are MIA. So if you are conscious of everything you do in life, you are doing practical monitoring and evaluation. Okay, so let me quickly finish this message. Okay, sharing the post-test result here is crucial, sir, as it may create opportunity for some of us to be engaged. There are highly placed people in this training. Yes, there are so many highly placed people. Many people are here. So one again, I will not share the result here because of confidentiality. You know, Like, even though people are getting 90, 95, some people still got 20, but very few. So I cannot display it here. Okay, so another comment here is information confidentiality is a key aspect of project. Yes, confidentiality. If you don't keep confidentiality of your beneficiary of everything you do, is an issue. My network is bad. Okay, I'm sure. Yeah, we are recording, but I'm very sorry we don't start early. So next time, let someone just remind me. My team are there. None of them reminded me about this recording. I'm very sorry about that. But this discussion, I think, is more key because the slide, they will still see everything we discuss on the slide, but this discussion is key. Okay, mine is concerning two aspects. The time is okay. And secondly, if you want to, okay, I have addressed that, Labran. I think you are the one that I have a major concern, budget during implementation. Like we encounter a situation whereby where we bought budget for, say, a contract force lower due to market forces such as inflation. What should we do? Well, budgeting, we are still going to budgeting in our project, but budgeting, when you budget something and inflation comes, that is why in every aspect of project, oh my goodness. Okay, my light goes off. Give me a second. All right, sorry. So there are incidentals that will leave some percentage in every budget, okay, where you can go to pick some money there if this kind of issues occur. Anytime you're developing a budget, a finance team, even the donors usually ask you to keep some percentage should in case of unforeseen circumstances. So that should be able to take care of that. Then even if you don't have such, or maybe you have already exhausted that percentage, you can write to your donor to do budget reallocation. Once the donor approves, you can do budget reallocation. There are some things that maybe budget money for instance, if you want to do survey, go to community to collect survey, you have budget for it and you have pressing things that you may need that budget, you can write to the donor. Once you get approval, you can use online survey and complete that activities. I use the money to do other important things. But in all these, make sure you carry a donor along. Okay. This one says low battery. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is a challenge in Nigeria. No light. Only few people talked about lack of electricity as part of our developmental challenges. It's a very serious issue. Okay, so this one said, can you help us address the best approach an NGO should take when applying for grants? The best approach to take when applying for grants, one, you have to be ready, to prepare for opportunities. Don't wait for opportunity to come before you start preparing. And that is what we're going to discuss next phase, which is a project design and resource mobilization. Once you get yourself prepared, like while I'm, I don't want to tell you the reason why I say keep everything we are doing. All these things I say you should keep them, because next phase, next week, we'll be developing program from those problems you identify in your communities. Okay, so an NGO should be prepared. You know your interests, you know the challenge you have in your community, you have your concept notes ready, waiting for call for proposals. You can wait for call for proposals. You can also go to donors, write to donors that you have these challenges, this place, and you want to address it. You submit a proposal, they can fund it. So that is the approach. Approach one is to wait for calls. Okay, EU, Department of State, all of them have a call for calls during from September, I think, from September down to December. Usually announce calls. So just bear that in mind, okay? Okay, this person said, Ali, I can see a hand. Just give us a second. Let me address here before come there.
Please,
Okay, network glitch. Not talk about really compare many things. So, though I did not talk, but I comprehend. Okay. This person said he don't want to talk, but he understood everything. Okay. In respect of concepts of inclusiveness, I'm coming to you, Aliyu. Is it professionally ethical to embark on a development project that includes only a particular gender? Because the rapid problem identified is unique to only that particular gender. And for the purpose of effectiveness in achieving a desired result, change, yes. If your project is addressing a particular gender, yes. But remember what we talked about, development actors, stakeholders. There is no project you want to implement that there are no people that can influence that particular project. Okay, so in every project, even if it is nursing mothers, for instance, you target them. The appropriate people you are looking for is a nursing mothers. Yes, but the husband and co, you have to remember them. You have to carry them along, because if they don't allow them to go to clinic, they will not do anything. Security, so many things. So, what's particular, let's assume youth. If you are saying maybe male youth now, for instance, okay, a project can target male youths only. Yes, you target them, but still remember what I said. Having the knowledge of gender will help you to, when you are designing your project, give rationale. Okay, the reason why this particular project is addressing these particular people and not this set of people. Okay, then for instance, if you are doing a program for the youths, always have a little thing for the women, so that you can balance it. Okay. Yeah, I think you got that. Finally, thank you for your effort and impact. Okay, can I still submit my project for this week, today or tomorrow? All right, you can still submit. No problem. So, Aliyu, over to you.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
We have stayed like 1 hour, 30 minutes, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Exactly. So, please, sir, that question, I tried to ask
1 hour,
questions.
37 minutes. Just go ahead. Let me address everyone.
Okay. So, my question is that, sir, for example, now, if we collected a project like a 3-year, so as we,
yes.
can I say our project is like a 3-year? So, the first year, we're supposed to do, according to our project, we're supposed to do 40 town hall meeting. So, we cannot be able to do that 40 town hall meeting in a year because of it's too much for us. Is there any way that we can write maybe later to send our donor? Maybe we can post it in second year, or how can we do next?
Yes. So the thing there is, you have seen that what you have in your work plan to conduct 40 town hall meetings in a year is not feasible. And that is why it's always good to do what? Do assessments. What do we call it there now? In that phase 3. Appraisal. So during appraisal, you have found out that what you agreed to do is not feasible. So nothing stops you from writing to your donor. You understand? You rearrange, you do the work plan again and spread it across that 3 years. Okay? Then write your donor and reshare the work plan that owing to so reason, we cannot do this. Once you communicate with your donor, what donor frowns at is when you are demanding for extra money. You understand? Or when you are complaining that you cannot achieve your goal. But provided you want to spread it in a way that it will be easier for you, nobody will reject that. So just communicate to them, and you communicate early. It is good that you identified it. One thing is having activities is good, but are you doing it for a purpose? You can't just spread 40 town hall meetings. What are you doing with that 40 town hall meetings? What is the outcome of the meetings? Once you do a meeting, you reach an agreement. I'm just explaining. You reach an agreement. If these are something you're going to do, you finish it within that 1 year. What will you be doing next? Okay. And if there are challenges that are coming up again, how will you address it? If you have spent all your budget within that 1 year for a 3 years project, it means you have to look for another money to call them again. So just discuss with your team and write to the donor. The challenge people have sometimes is they're afraid of their donor. They're always afraid of donors to communicate to them. But well, anyway, that is why some of us in the meal team, we are the one that always use data to support it. Anytime you want to send any reviews, there must be a reason why you are trying to change that. So with this learning, you can go ahead and change your work plans. All right. Ruth Emmanuel, thank you for showing your face. You and Labran, others are just, they don't want me to see their faces.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
All right. So can we hear you, Ruth? You're mute. Your mic is off.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, I can see some of you now. Yes, thank you. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Clearly.
Okay,
very clear.
It's concerning the assignment, sir. I submitted the assignment late today. I don't know whether it can still be considered.
Sure. This thing we are doing, certificate is involved, though we always maintain that it's not compulsory because it's going to be a small change. So everybody just stay tight because I discussed with it's part of the things that, King City Initiative, they're into capacity building. They charge better money. For see me now, my own section, they were like that I'm wasting their organization's capacity and all that. But I said, no, so we're going to talk about that. So all these things are what we document and keep. If anybody comes from anywhere to say, okay, you are issuing certificates, what are the yardstick? You understand? So those things is the MOV, means of verification, to show that these people passed their test, they did the assignment before they get any certificate. Because one, most of these certificates that people carry around, some organizations do spot check verification. Are we together? So you can submit a certificate. You feel that you printed it from computer center and all that. Before you know it, it may not be every organization, but some will verify. Okay, we got this certificate from this place, it from you. So we need documentations. I may not be with KIID City tomorrow, but this is what I did. I hand it over, everybody's secured. Everybody's data is secured, is there. So anytime anybody comes to ask for anything, they can easily identify. That is the process. Some people do training, they share certificates, they just gather people, talk, they sell certificates, But some of us that are detailed in this kind of things will not be part of anything that can be a hindrance in anybody's future. These certificates, with this assignment and everything, if you measure it in credit units, it qualifies what is being obtained abroad. Okay, let me not boast, but USAID trained me so much before Trump came and remove our mouth from something. Let me not call it. Yes, I don't know how some people feel. No babies, starting that babies eat. All right, so okay. This again. You understand what I mean, right?
You affected me.
Baby's food, yeah.
It affected me so much.
Okay, yeah, that was when I joined this organization, my current organization. Even though I'm liking what they're doing because they have so many programs. It's just that the box may not be up to understand. So let's move on. Ali, your hand is still up, or is it the one you raised before? I think we can be rounding up, right? So before we round up, someone asked a question. I think is it Connie? I can't remember the person on assignment for phase 2, the last thing where we talked about develop a brief concept note, which includes a community context, problem statement, stakeholder analysis, result chain, proposed intervention, and expected outcome. These are the areas we have already discussed, but I just wanted you to bring out one of those problems you identified tell us why this thing is a problem in your community, the context, the nature of it. Then who are the stakeholders that you feel you can involve in your project? Then also the result chain. What is your activities that you need to do? What is the output? What is the outcome and impact? Okay. Then what are the interventions? What are you going to be doing? Are you going to be distributing startup keys? Are you going to be training people? Are you going to be sharing money? That is a cash intervention and all that. Then at the end, what is the expected outcome? Okay, these are just something I want you to do. Why I gave this assignment is in preparation for our phase 2, where we're going to be dealing with proposal itself. You know, project design, just sort of proposal. I told you before that resource mobilization, resource mobilization is about the tools you use to look for money, which is proposal. Okay. All right. So having said this, I want us to talk things quickly. Now, I'm going to allow us to agree, 1 or 2 persons, so everybody, just 1 seconds. How much do you want KIID City to charge you for the certificate? Because for me, I would like everybody to get a certificate. Be open, don't be afraid, tell us so I can pass the information across. Like I mentioned, they do 3 days capacity building, they charge 80,000, 20,000. No, this is different. This is different. Someone is opening mouth. This is different. So just tell us, how much do you think I can tell them to issue certificates for all of us, all of you? Everybody in the group will collect. So while we're discussing this, let me I would tell everybody bye, then I'll stop the recording so we can continue. You want it to be in the recording, the agreement to be in the recording, right?
Yes.
Hello? Okay, somebody said yes. All right, no problem. So let's agree. The floor is ours. So let me now ask this question now. How many of us here, just raise your hand, are ready to commence with phase 2? Okay. 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 All right. I think everyone. So meaning that I'm not wasting your time, right?
Not at all, sir.
Not at all, sir.
Okay.
Not at all.
All right. So quickly, before, if you talk about money, people will be afraid. Quickly, the next thing I wanted to also talk about is suggestion somebody made that these 2 weeks is too much for a phase. But I did not agree with the person, but I said, let me say it here. Do you think it's too much with the level of what we have and the assignment we need to do?
Not too much. It's not too much. If it were to be in the
it's not much.
Too much.
But for me,
it's not too much.
For me, the way we are going is okay. It's very okay. The pace and everything is fine for me. I have no problem.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, exactly, because you need to read, and most of you are doing something. So it's not that we are facing this training. Like the training I told you that they used to do, it used to be daytime, online. Some of them are online, some are physical, So all right, so we maintain our 2 weeks per phase. Okay, when we started, we did one day. Almost 20 to 30 people came to me because I don't want to share PDF, because sometimes PDF, some people may not have data to download. I wanted to just be putting it there for everybody to read. But someone said that his messages are being flooded, that I can do PDF. So I said, okay. Let me just do it that way so that you can download and read at your pace. And again, if you download it, you can save it somewhere so they can make use of it again. Ruth, I think you're speaking, but you're on mute. Exactly. So, all right, so that well said, we maintain our phase. No need of rushing it. Okay? No need of rushing it, so we can just move on gradually. So Mondays, we send some modules. On Wednesdays, then we'll continue with our assignment. So please let me plead with us. Do your homework. Do those assignments, because that is when you are doing the practical. I'm assuring, even as you are looking at me now, some of you are looking at me, you are changing your mindset. Maybe what you are doing now is not what you want to do again. You know, people that are afraid that if you don't follow them and do what they say you will do, they can stop you from, they might terminate your contract and all that. With this knowledge, you should be aiming at being the project manager, being at the decision-making level. And once at the decision-making level, with all this knowledge, there's no way you will allow people to maneuver their way because of anything. So, one other point I want to make is this thing we are doing. I said it before. I want to repeat it again. Oh, we are closing now. We're closing now. Some people are tired. This thing we are doing will help you. It will help you, okay? All right, so let's come back and finalize. Some people are already leaving because time is fast spent. Let's have it here. So how much are we paying for the certificates? How much am I telling them? I want it to come from you.
What's the range?
5,000.
5,000. Eh? For 2 weeks. You know, every phase has a certificate. So before we finish, we'll have how many certificates? So this phase one now. This phase one now.
Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you.
10,000.
10,000.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you asking for the whole phases or only for the first phase?
So each phase has certificates.
And how many phases do we have for the training?
It's
6
every
phases.
2 weeks for one
So
for 2 phases.
Okay, maybe I will reshare the. I will reshare the.
This certificate for
that will be 30,000.
I think that if you could.
Yes,
5,000.
go ahead, please.
5,000 is much.
Sorry?
I said 5,000 is much for one phase.
So I
5,000 is much.
So I think 5,000 is yes.
So I think it's
If we are
5,000
paying
is
5,000, if we are paying 5,000 for each phase, at the end of the phase, at the end of the 6th phase, it will be like 30,000, right?
30,000.
Yes.
It will be like 30,000.
Yes.
So 5,000 is fair now.
Yes,
Let me take a chart.
It's okay, sir. 5,000.
We are support 5,000, sir. All
Please,
of us.
Momo said 20,000 per phase. Correct.
No.
Someone said 1,000. Someone said 1K.
Yes.
Someone said 5K. 5K. Oh my goodness. Okay, so yes. Okay, I want to hear you. 20K. 5K.
Our fingers are not.
All fingers are not equal. Yeah, someone said 3K. Okay, so I wanted to bring this into open. Yeah, I wanted to bring this into open because we invited you for the training. You are not the one that invited yourself. You understand? And this is the argument I have with the management. Is a serious challenge. So I'm even going to put my account number so you can draw offering if you wish. Yeah. The other one is going to them. So, so I will. Yeah, my goodness. Someone say 50K. This person have been attending training. I want to look for it. And Abdul Malik Ibrahim, 50K per phase. Wow. All right. So what I'm going to do, it's even good that we recorded it because the management will also watch it. So, like I mentioned, I know how much they used to. Okay, people that raise their hand, they want to talk. Endurance and Labran. So time is fast spent. Let's do an end this meeting here. So I will. Okay, former hand. All right. So because we still have a lot of phases, I will say 10,000. Is it too much?
It's too much.
Okay, let's go for 5. Okay, I'll tell them 5.
All the faces.
Yes. I will do. Yes, I'll tell them 5K. Then, like I said, because this 5K, they're going to print the certificates. They will design, print, and sign before they email it, because the signature is always handwritten and all that. If you go there, so many certificates there. So I know how much it will cost them, so we'll leave it like that. But for me, my joy is passing the information. So I'm going to drop my own personal account number. This is not a conflict of interest. It's recorded there. I will tell them. So anything. This is not compulsory, please. But I want everybody to have certificates. And the certificate they're having is something that can be verified. Okay? Anybody can reach out anywhere submitting it. Let them verify it anywhere. They are there. The informations are there. All right, so.
I have another concern. Can you please tell us where is the address of this office? Where is the office located in Nigeria? In which state?
The office is in Abuja. The office is in Edo State, and they have office in Enugu.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, I will share. Sorry.
So basically, they are into capacity building. Is that what they do?
It seems you have not been checking their sites. I will. Let me share this thing again. Just give me a second. Let me share the site here. Yeah. Just a second. Just a second. I'm trying to. Screen? Can you see the screen?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the site. I'm trying to show you.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so you can see the address here. Number 2, Obediama Avenue, GRA Benin, Apo Abuja, and Enugu Road, Nsukka. So let's look at the program here. Can we all see this? Okay, so the organization is into so many things. The programs is one is health advocacy and outreach. We are into environmental protection and climate change. We also do socioeconomic empowerment. We do protection and mental health and psychosocial support services. Capacity building. This is the units that is bringing up the learning hub. I will do research and evaluation and education and learning support. Okay, agriculture and food security also, as well as peace and conflict resolution and general community development projects. So I will share the site. I will share the site so that all of you can go through and look at it. So this is Learning Hub. This idea is what I brought to them, what we are doing now. So it's being developed because I want to leave a everlasting impact before I leave. You know, Trump is about opening windows and all that. So once that is done, definitely consulting role is easy for some of us to get. So, but I want to leave an impact before I leave them. You know, what we usually do, somebody like me, is anywhere I go to, I make impact. So even if I'm not there, you will know that somebody was employed in this organization. Okay, so this is the model that I brought out, 6 phases in 12 weeks. Foundations of development practice, all these phases that we're going to look at. So it's here. So I gave them an idea. We have engaged what do they call it now? Content purpose build any platform, okay? So that it can be e-learning. You can do practical learning, physical learning, and e-learning sessions. All right, so let us end this meeting now, please. Are we good? This is 2 hours.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate you, sir.
Thank you.
We're so grateful.
Thank you.
What's up?
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
God bless you, sir.
See tomorrow. Your hands are up. A perfect hand. I hope you are good. So we can close. All right. Thank you, and see you online, and see you by face on Friday next week for the first discussion of phase 2, week 1. So tomorrow, tomorrow morning, I'll discuss with the management. Once I'm sure they will agree with me, I'll post the account number, the organizational account number, and my own personal for offerings. It's not compulsory, please. Okay. Thank you so much, and good night to all of you.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, bye.
Goodbye.
Good night,
Goodbye.
Thank you. I'll stop the recording now. And you too, everyone.